Fine.
Hey, it's Mikey, and we've got a game to play, so shall we explain?
Hold on, I'm seeing what my name is, because I got the right
Okay, this
one.
game was bought by Teddy the Minion at a convention in Northern Ireland, and it's a little bit like Cards Against Humanity with but you're in charge of an anime. You're a writer for an anime network. Okay, basically, one player is the producer. They get 5 premise cards. They choose 2 of these premises, okay? For instance, I picked up probably 5. I'm going to take 2 at random, okay? Colorful World of Magic and and zombies. So therefore, the producer turns to the other players and says, pitch me a show based on that. Then the players, have 10 title cards each. Okay? You go through your 10 title cards and you find between 1 and 5 title cards, you put them together to create a title. For instance, I will choose some random ones here and create a title for you. Pink D Dash. That sounds like a really crap party character.
That's what I was about to say.
So you got that, okay? Everyone does that, and you have to come up with a premise for your title. And the producer chooses which one they like best, and that person wins the premise cards. But they can be split between 2 of you as well. First one to a set number wins. First one to set number wins the game.
All right.
That's how it's done.
That's like Rainbow Dash and Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie had a child.
And the same makers are working on a 1950s monster movie version.
Nice, I like that.
I want that one.
Hey, honey, you know what? Can I
Yes.
charge myself?
Hi.
Hi.
Meow.
Hi, we have people in this room.
Where's your
Dueling
People are
camcorders!
playing.
Rival stations are covering this event!
Dun 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 dun!
You want me to take care of them, boss?
Hello.
Just cut it off right there, I would.
What's that?
And I would just cut it off right there.
Quite alright.
Dang, it's Wario. Hi, Wario. What's wrong with Wario's face?
His mustache always curls.
Still, what's wrong with his face?
Can I borrow a plug?
And look,
I have no shortage of plugs over here, ma'am.
he's even
Yeah,
got
he
the
got
little
the
Star
house
David
strip.
bracelet because I had to.
For once, I can plug in my phone without a goddamn adapter.
Hooray!
Yay!
Fantastic.
Oh.
Okay, well, we are in the setting up process, so I will cut recording for a moment while she's
Dodger.
doing that.
Here are
Mistress,
your
thank
10
you.
cards.
Oh
Mikey,
my
here are 10.
Oh, that didn't last long. Okay.
I'm gonna do some others. But
Okay, my 10.
Oh, Lord.
A channel.
If one of these cards has Persona on it, I will flip all my shits.
okay, make sure I give you 10.
Okay, Colin, it's going to be difficult to do this and not have anyone see
So
it.
we are allowed to look at these or no?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play the producer first time so that, the ease you into it.
10. Okay, so I do have 10, in fact. Very good.
Okay. These are the leftover, these are the extra cards. Whenever you lose cards, you throw away your cards that you spend, okay?
Oh, that's nice.
Then you have to replace them with other ones.
Okay.
Which are
Okay.
here.
Alrighty, you got it, mistress.
Okay.
I will get that out of your way.
Okay, these are the replacement cards, and you put ones that you've spent into one of these boxes.
I see.
And there's blank ones here, so if you come up with an idea, you can write it down. Although Teddy might kill you later on because it's his game and not mine.
Okay.
Okay, premise cards.
Give me one moment. Actually, sitting on the tripod while I'm trying to play is probably going to be smart. Pretty much over there.
Whenever you're choosing your premise cards, you take the top 5. Then the producer, that would be me, looks at them all and tries to come up with the most horrible and weird thing possible for you guys to have to come up with a show about.
See, the bad part about it is playing it with actual anime experts, because I'm like, ha ha ha, see, it's delinquents running a restaurant. And then my roommate Neil was like, actually there's like 5 different ones. It's like a pretty common trope.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm going to take that chair.
This is
Okay guys, I want you to come up with a show.
Yeah.
Use your words there to come up with the title and the premise for a show about classical music and street culture.
And again,
Classical
are we
music
limited to
and
how many cards we
street
can use or
culture.
no?
Between 1 and 5.
1 and 5, got it.
Okay.
And you can also add you can add an S to a word, stuff like that. And if you play the world key, you automatically win.
Automatically.
So what is it?
But that's a
street
house
culture
rule
and
rather than an
classical
actual rule of the
music.
game.
So, how many cards do we play
So
for
first
our
word
thing?
on
Just as
top,
many as we
last
want?
word on
1 to
bottom.
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Yeah, first word on top, last word on bottom.
Well, you have to you have to pitch
read
it to
it
me,
out.
and then you dramatically reveal
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So I have the idea.
So you have to come up with the concept as well, not just the title. You can
Okay.
do it in any way. You can act it out, or speak it in any way you like. You can be as dramatic as you like. If you really sell it, it really helps chances of winning.
Okay.
And like I said, if you get world and key and you play them together, you automatically win.
Gotcha.
But that is house rules.
Yeah, it's a house rule.
Okay.
Basically, in my first time we played this, I played the world key, and I refused to answer what it was or what it was about. I just kept saying, "It is the world key." Don't you want to know what the world key is? Doing stuff like that.
The only
So-
way to do that would be to watch the show.
Yes. So finally, after about 3 or 4 minutes of just doing that and refusing to actually give any information, he decided I won. And from then on, the world key automatically makes you a winner for that round.
Alright.
Okay, fantastic. Well, okay,
I might use
I
that
have made
phrase
my
as a follow-up
selections.
before the lunchtime,
You should.
I'll give you
But-
the partial ready.
Whenever you're ready and you've chosen your cards and you have come up with your premise, just let me know. And when everyone's ready, we will start with Omega.
I am ready.
Cool.
I'm sort of ready.
Okay. And when I'm pitching it, I'm going to actually get into frame here, just because it's going to be easier than trying to deal with all of this nonsense. Rival.
Well, wait till everyone's ready before we start pitching, because otherwise then people might, it's distracting.
Yes.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, but wait till everyone's first. I figure you should go first because you played the game before.
No, fair enough. Ooh.
Oh yeah, and the producer sort of moves over, so Omega with the next producer, then Dodge.
Okay, I see. Gotcha. There it goes all around the table.
And I'm just a weird
Interesting.
one laying here reading Canadian history for dummies.
You're the observer.
That's anime! Hey, making anime about Canadian history for dummies.
First there was the non-white people, and then there were white people, and then the Americans were all like shoot, 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 and then the Canadians kicked their asses, and then they became independent to the end.
Do you want to die?
And then Quebec.
I will throw you out the window.
And then Quebec. That's the greatest thing ever. It's
Also maple syrup in it.
it's like that time the Magfest 2 Magfests ago, the Magfest right before shit went down. I called Michelangelo the sculptor equivalent of Stephen Moffat because he couldn't sculpt women.
Oh! Bravo! Tweet that. Bravo freaking
Oh,
bravo!
that's late night.
My favorite, at one of the MagFest meet and greets, someone asked me about Spencer with Stephen Moffat, and I went into this massive rant about him. And I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was about the War Doctor and everything, and basically my rant built up to this massive crescendo of me yelling out in the middle of the big crowded room that Stephen Moffat doesn't understand the difference between leaving his mark on something and pissing on it to claim it as his.
Very fun.
And that rant, Albert Einstein. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so Omega go first. Pitch me street culture and classical music.
All Kenichi ever wanted to do was write and perform music. From the age of 3, his parents realized that he was a prodigy, a natural. He could have been a young Beethoven. That was before the gangs moved into his neighborhood, and freak petrol bomb left him scarred. He was scared. He had to join up with the gangs, but he didn't want violence to become his way of life. So he became an avenger, going out at night, killing gang members. It was rough, but he still had his music until they torched his house. They killed his parents. Now he's all alone with his memories, all alone in the moonlight. But there's this girl, see? She just moved into the high-rise next to his. He's had to move on from his old neighborhood. and she's so beautiful. She sings like an angel of music. He knows that if he could only get his music to her, they could be such... What is not to be? He's a dirty avenger of the street. He kills gang members and bathes in their blood. It is the story of the Mask of Memories.
Phantom of the Opera, very good.
I got a Cats reference in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw what
You
you
could have
did there.
at the very end. You could have been all like, so that their love never dies.
That's right.
Okay, Dodger.
All right. In Tokyo, there are 20 children from 20 gangs and 20 neighborhoods of the city. But deep down inside, they have a greater passion for Bach, for Mozart, for Rachmaninoff, Tchaikovsky. Their rivalries end when the first note is played. For the next 20 episodes, you will find out about each of them. These are the Dark City Tales.
Gang ballroom dancing.
Oh, hi, Michael Jackson.
Oh God.
Hey, Mikey.
Alrighty. My story is about a young girl on the mean streets of Tokyo trying to live out her dream of becoming a dancer in the Nutcracker Suite, trying to get away from the world of all the gang wars and violence. This is the story of Blood Burning Sugar Girl.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's great.
Nice.
Sugar girl.
And you two last guys.
All right,
You get extra points if you don't set it in Tokyo, because these guys are all about
Okay.
Tokyo.
I
Set it
never,
somewhere
I
else.
never said it was Tokyo.
Okay, well, 2 Tokyos. I want a non-Tokyo.
Fair enough. Okay.
It's an Okinawa.
Which one is
That
gonna be
was
America?
exactly what I was thinking,
Pretty much.
actually.
This is the exciting sequel to the hit show about a group of teenagers hunting the best classical music clubs available in the country. They go from place to place looking for the best new talent in classical music and then seeing if they can play better than them. This is Club Hunter R.
What's R stand for?
That's the sequel. Club Hunter was the original
No, because
series.
that's
This
the
is the
thing.
sequel.
That's the thing. They'll be like Slayer's next, Slayer's try. They'll be like
I was thinking you could
Robot
have
V.
these guys are all into Rachmaninoff. So it's like that's why the previous one they were all into Mozart. Okay, and Steve?
Okay. These are all really good, by the way. Ludwig van Beethoven, a mild-mannered, world-famous composer, or secret assassin?
Oh no.
What we did not know about Ludwig van Beethoven was he was, in fact, an assassin set back in whatever period he was in, because I can't remember. I was never good in history. That's and the Napoleonic. Thank you.
Late 1700s-ish thingy.
Thank you. Regardless, when he died, little beknownst to us in modern times, his body was actually frozen. They had that technology back then. Just go with it.
This
His body-
anime makes sense.
It's anime. His body was frozen in order for him to return should the League of Assassins ever need to rejuvenate him. He was their best. When they did so, unfortunately, there was a mistake, and his genetic code was put into the body of a 12-year-old girl. Now, wandering the mean streets of Germany.
It's not Tokyo.
It's not Tokyo. Wandering the mean streets of Germany, she has to fight the urge within her to compose great, fantastic classical music while running an international crime syndicate. This is the story of Fraulein Genesis Ring.
Yes.
Okay, this is good because there's 2 which everyone was good. There's 2 which I feel are slightly above the rest, and if you feel that there are 2 that are equally deserving, you can take the 2 ones and split them up.
Okay.
So, Steve, Mike.
Yeah.
So now the ones
One
that you
each.
discard the other ones and then take like the use
discard
3,
your cards.
Take another 3. Well, the discard pile will be face up over
So I discard 4, take 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's the
Okay.
ones you take them from.
Okay.
Now I am the producer.
It'd be funny if Beethoven was like reincarnated as like Schroeder or something. That's why he's so obsessed with them.
One,
Then he'd have to be animated. Like drawn.
Someone could do that.
That'd be awesome though.
Yeah, but Beethoven's like, oh, I can't even play properly because I'm now made of ink.
And I'm playing on a toy piano.
Fucking dogs everywhere.
And if you start playing It's a Long Way to Tipperary, I swear to fucking God, I'll start crying.
It is a long way to Tipperary. We had to drive through it. I had to drive through it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And
See, you can get away with it.
there's a bitch that keeps leaning on my piano.
I had to go to Brocon in Limerick. Limerick, which is apparently Ireland's stabbing capital.
Oh.
That's the place. That's where me and Spoonie met years ago and did the Sting review.
Yeah.
And it was fun. The con was fun, and she never went. She was all like, "I have to work."
Because like, did you want me to come together, or did you want me to come down to Limerick? I couldn't get both of them.
She could if she tried.
I had 37 hours though. Like that doesn't make any more. Okay. All right, so
Is Limerick a pretty clean town, clean place?
Not really, no.
No, so it's a dirty Limerick? Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shithole. Takes you an hour to get.
you're a bad person.
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh, but it was fun. You know, last couple of years I did reviews. I filmed reviews at Brocon, like The Passion and my Sunset Heights review. This year I did a writing thing where I explained how to write internet reviews, and I did basically a notes-taking session where I played one of Brad's movies, and people were like, you know, were riffing it. It was great fun.
Nice.
All right, everyone. I need you to impress me because this season I want shows about time travel, fairy tales.
Time travel fairy tales. Okay.
What was the discourse?
Get it.
Time travel fairy tales.
Because there was another trope that I didn't know what it meant, so I discovered it.
I'm ready.
What was it?
Blazing Spirit. I don't know what that genre of anime is.
Oh, that's like the super robot mecha shows, like
Oh,
Gurren
okay.
Lagann.
Oh, okay.
And what were the two again? Time travel and fairy tales. Okay.
Oh, a hat. Oh, do you recognize this hat? This was the Negadub's hat from The Death of the Warrior.
Oh!
He gave this to me because he wasn't going to use the character anymore.
And you were like, I have that.
No, I
Well, she
started
does have hats.
crying.
Oh.
I started crying, like, hysterically. I'm like, you actually want to give this to me? And he's like, okay, it's yours. And I'm like,
Not quite to the same degree, but Apollo Z Hack gave me some of his costume stuff from his sort of thing. Because I said I wanted to do an Apollo Z Hack minion.
Should.
Nash gave me the bottomless TARDIS that he pulled all of that shit out in one of his videos. It's actually on my bookshelf at home, and my cyberbats stay in it when they're not traveling with me.
Oh, that's nothing. Diamanda Hagan gave me. I can't kiss and tell.
She gave you her
yeah, her hand.
for the rest of your life.
Oh dear. Are we
For the
already?
rest of one of us is life.
Pretty much.
Oh. Now let's just get depressing. Moving on.
Do you know that you know what we spent a few days ago watching most of the Final Destination movies before we got in a plane?
It was
Because
great.
this is the morbid life I lead. Alright, is everybody ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, Dodger, you're up.
Alright. Now that he's real, what is the purpose in his life? For the next year, join the Velveteen Rabbit as he finds the meaning of life. This is the Little Bunny Quest.
Yes! I love the Velveteen Rabbit. I told you about that.
Oh my god.
Totally not where I thought you were going with that. That was great.
Alright, Mikey, you're up.
In the future, there's this all-female religious cult, and they've discovered a plot to change the past. They must go back and save everyone. In the new show, Bible Witches Tomorrow.
So like Ruth and like Rebecca and like all like the Jewish prophets.
Sure.
All right, honey, your turn.
Okay. She was sent back in time from the future. This cat girl had one goal: to survive all of Grimm's fairy tales. This is a certain cutie cyborg kitty ass.
That's a long
Wow.
Kitty.
Kitty.
Oh,
You okay?
in the back of my mind, I just heard the kitty squeak. It's when I know that it's legit. Because like I can actually feel it happen.
Oh, it was on me.
Yep,
Yes.
your turn.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill got even. Determined to save her brother who she loved so dearly, she sought the one man who could help her, the doctor.
Yes.
Hijacking the TARDIS, she now travels back in time to set right what has gone wrong, all the while combating a league of... I'm totally blanking. a league of angry Cyberman. That's right. This is J World Wars. Second stage.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill just laughed hysterically as Jack lay there unconscious and dying.
There was an archaeological dig done in Paris. They dug up the body of Maximilian Robespierre, and they discovered that actually he was made of wood. So, then thinking there was something strange about this, they also
You know, like you do.
They also dug up the body of Jean-Paul Marat and discovered that he was actually a mermaid. So, the Little Mermaid and Pinocchio find this rather odd, so they decide to go back in time and take places in the French Revolution in order to make time, it's a predestination paradox.
Okay.
Okay? So the whole episode is going to be about them becoming Maximilian Robespierre, probably clubbing the original one over the head or something and, replacing him. And, Jean-Paul Marat and then being assassinated because, they're fairy tale characters, so I'm sure they'll come back again somehow for a second season.
Okay.
So 26 episodes of that, and it's called The Perfect Legendary Revolution.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Do you hear the people sing? Not really.
If I could be a part of your revolution.
Yes.
Wondering.
And we can expand the characters, they can have all these other fairy tale characters are all actually big, important people in the French Revolution.
Wandering free, wish I could be part of your rebellion.
Part of your coup.
Well, I have to say, I do like the inclusion of the Velveteen Rabbits,
Yeah.
and I totally would watch your shows.
Thank you.
Huzzah.
But it didn't even have time travel in it.
It did.
Yeah, because the doctor.
The doctor and
the
the
doctor.
TARDIS.
She comes back in time to save her beloved
Oh,
brother.
that's right. So,
Alrighty.
Woo.
Okay, so now let me give you 5, and you pick 2 out of these.
This is a blank.
This is a fun game.
This is a blank, so I'm just gonna throw a word in there.
Alright, so pick 2.
All
then
3 of
add
these are
someone.
blank, so...
Oh yeah, they've got a lot of blanks. Actually, just put the blanks back and put them at the bottom and get a different one.
Ow. Me eye.
Take your 3.
I have 5 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alrighty, just
Alright.
one moment, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Okay, that works.
Alright. So Mikey is
No, I'll be right back, like 1 minute.
yeah. Take 5, everyone.
No, betray me.
I'm fed up with this world.
You betray me and I don't care anymore.
This is a cola made with imported Chinese herbs and spices, and it is caffeine free.
Does it list the herbs and spices?
Our recipe: purified carbonated water, raw cane sugar, Szechuan peony root, cashew bark, Malaysian vanilla, oils of lemon, lime, and orange, nutmeg, cloves, licorice, cardamom, caramel color, citric, and phosphoric acid.
So there you go.
Well, that's a thing.
Okay, Mikey's back.
Rocky likes it.
I get pet choke way too much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and what have you.
Oh, you hear what too much?
Mikey likes it.
I bet I had it worse growing up. I grew up in the era of Steve Urkel.
No. I can beat you. My full name is Katie Dunn. I grew up in a hick town. Get her done.
Yeah, you win.
All right. Well, y'all know I love my cons, as is evident by me being here.
Yes.
But as my boyfriend will tell you, I am very fond of casino video games.
Oh my god.
And I am very fond of going to Atlantic City, and I got drunk in Vegas before I was 21, so there you go. So I would like, if I may, to find out the strange journey of cosplay and gambling.
Cosplay and gambling.
Yeah, I could tell a story about her at a friggin' arcade game. 4 hours later.
Okay.
Alright. Let me all know when y'all are ready.
Cosplay and gambling, right?
Cosplay and gambling.
You know, I still hear that Yellow Brick Road song in my dreams.
Okay, I think I got it.
Alright, Mikey, you ready?
Sort of. Just give me 1 second.
Oh my god.
Oh, I just woke up in your room. That's all.
I'm getting flashbacks. No.
She's getting flashbacks.
No, on Sunday, I walk into the thing and I'm just like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah.
And then Elena sits down and I'm like, oh god, not again. I watched a woman who had been sitting at that machine for 6 hours get Toto.
Wow, nice.
There's this coin pusher video game at Point Pleasant Beach in New Jersey. It's based on the Wizard of Oz, and basically the point of it is you got to collect all of the character cards in order to get like this enormous bonus, which is the core human characters, human-ish anyway. Dorothy, the Witch, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Lion, Glinda, and Toto. And Toto, there's only like 2 Totos per machine, so it's like super enormously rare. So that's kind of the point. They pull you in, and then you end up playing for 6 hours.
Like, is it just a fruit machine? It's just to pull the thing? And...
No, you drop the quarter. You have to drop it strategically so that other stuff drops.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the ones at the Brunswick.
Last September, our squad, Crazy Crew we call it, we went to Point Pleasant, and we went into the arcade, and Dodger sits down at the Wizard of Oz machine. 4 hours later...
Just as we're about to leave, mind you, because I'm just like, okay, we'll take what we could get, and then suddenly, Toto drops down.
And we go batshit crazy. And she's like, oh, fuck it! And starts swiping her card like 8 million times to like rack up the shots that she has. And like, there's a fucking video on my Facebook of the last couple of seconds of like, and all of us we're going nuts over this one damn little piece of cardboard that comes out of a fucking arcade machine. And every time you loaded up your thing with new shots, it played the Yellow Brick Road song.
And that was also a random bonus as to how many more tries you would get.
Yeah.
It's really complex.
And it would also and it would play that like endlessly, and then basically you can't leave Point Pleasant without having that song stuck in your head for at least 4 days.
Yeah.
And oh my
So
god.
the Wonders of the Brunswick takes 2p and you can get tickets, and it doesn't play any music that I'm aware of.
Alright, so is everybody ready with the premise?
Mikey has to be first.
Mikey, you go first.
Alrighty. In my concept, there was a man who has read The Hunger Games and thought it was the greatest idea ever. So he decided to take it and take all these girls and have them all dress up as other anime characters for a fight to the death battle arena. The winner gets an all silver medal that's worth millions of dollars in this dystopian future. That's the story of Giant Happy Silver Story Arena.
Oh my lord.
Honey.
Oh my. Okay. So, 2 psychics have decided to make their fortune by hitting up casinos and taking them for everything that they're worth. However, these psychic girls definitely did not want to be recognized, so they would dress up as different anime characters with very distinct costumes to each and every casino that they went into, so they would not be recognized by any other. This is the story of baby dolls.
Nice. Nice. Steve, it's on you.
Alright. Zenko Takashita is a mild-mannered student working at his family's noodle restaurant. Unfortunately, times have fallen pretty bad, and the noodle restaurant is about to go under. Seeing as he's the only one bringing money into his family, he cannot let this happen. But what's he to do? The only way he can think to make money quick is to enter the illegal gambling ring. But if he were to do it as himself, he would surely be caught and brutally beaten with a chain. As such, he steals one of his sister's old prom dresses, does a little...
With a chain.
With a chain.
Brutally with a chain.
Oh, you don't mess with the chain.
No, you don't mess with this fucking chain.
No.
You know what?
You'll
Because
die.
the gambling ring is run by a chain gang. Yeah, see, it all ties together. Anyway, Zenko decides to, while his family's working at the noodle restaurant, he steals a prom dress from one of his sisters, does some alterations, finds a wig, and creates an all-new character to gamble as, gaining much success and having wacky adventures along the way. This is the story of Princess Noodle Boy.
Well, mistress, it is on you now.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay, these 2 guys work at a casino's in-house, symphony. What's the word? Orchestra.
House band.
Orchestra. Okay, it's a very high-class casino. They have an orchestra. One's a cellist. One's plays another instrument. I'm tired. Okay.
Xylophone.
It's Foxwoods.
And the
basically.
xylophone, okay. But they discover whispers in the casino. There's something weird going on. There's something terrible going on. There's a conspiracy of sorts. And they have to investigate. It could be life or death. There's something big happening. So they decide to go undercover. So no one will recognize them. So they dress as dragons. Why not,
Because
weird-
that's conspicuous.
Hey, have you ever been to a casino?
Are they
There's
Pokemon?
dragons everywhere.
Good point. I live in Connecticut. You ask if I've ever been to a casino?
But this is the final conspiracy after like 26 rollicking episodes of these people having to run off and be a dragon and then run off and be like in a symphony. It's like French farce, but it's also crossed with some other genre that's not like French farce. And they discover at the end, the very, very end, that this whole thing was just a massive attempt to let me dump cards.
Points for honesty!
And the show is called The Symphonic Dragon Twins.
I like it.
I like it.
That's a good title.
I like it.
Alright, I'll make it.
Alright. The universe is wide, and it's full of so many high rollers, huge, sprawling space stations that cater to the ultimate rich of the galaxy. They make their money and they lose their money, and none of them is as good as the Black Gambler. No one's ever seen his face, but they know his very distinctive suit. He's the best that there is. There's none better. Pi is not exactly the Black Gambler, but he knows where the Black Gambler is, and that's dead in Pi's closet. But it wasn't like you think. He's just a janitor, and he found the body of the Black Gambler. But there is that suit, and Pike could totally make it work. He could make those credits. It would put his little sister through school, and it could get his mom out of the low part of the substation. He's got to do it. He can cosplay as the Black Gambler. He just has to make sure they don't find out that he's not human. It'll work in this season of Galaxy Penguin.
Wow!
That's a thing.
You know, all you had to do was add a ghost to that story and it would be a Goosebumps.
I actually do have the ghost card, but yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh my god. Okay, so. Gotta give one to Steve because
No, it's.
cross-dressing is.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. I thought it was Mikey's go. Sorry.
Gotta give it to that. Oh, this is kind of tough. It's between you two.
Smurf.
Smurf. But
Snarf.
she obviously put a lot of thought into it, so there you go, mistress. And what do we do with the premise cards we don't use?
We just put them at the bottom of the pile.
Ow.
Alright, Mikey, you're up.
Alrighty.
Yeah, make sure you guys still have them cards, so take the ones that you want.
You said this is Teddy's?
Yep. We bought it in QCon in Belfast.
I gotta look for this. I like this game.
Okay,
Yeah, I would like to own it
so
myself.
these are the premise cards?
Yeah, so you take 5 and you pick 2.
Whoa.
You know what I feel like hearing about? A steampunk space war.
Okay. Oh boy.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, and this is the discard pile for these.
No, that's my.
Oh, that's your
That's
win?
his victory ones.
So where's the discard pile for these? Or?
Oh, put them at the bottom of there.
Steampunk Space War.
No, it's just
I'm ready.
something in this book. This coming of age ritual for First Nations. That's what they call that's the Canadian term for what we call Native Americans in the U.S. They call it First Nations. It says if your coming of age rituals were tougher than the sun dance, and the most striking aspect was the rite of passage performed by the young man. In the display of physical endurance, they would insert skewers through their chest muscles and then attach themselves by a cord to a central pole.
I've seen that on YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
Under the sun, the boys would turn and turn, leaning back against the skewers until they ripped themselves free.
Yes.
I did that
We have
once.
that.
It was fun.
You lying liar.
That would certainly make bar mitzvahs more entertaining. Today I am a man. Ah!
What would make the bar mitzvahs more fun if they waited till then to the circumcision.
Oh!
They did with an audience.
And a little teeny guillotine.
Yeah.
No, only on
And
the
then
French
you could film the whole thing with the moil afterwards, you know, with the blood thing, and you could tell it was gay porn.
Oh God!
Jesus!
The Heil!
But that would be child
My
porn!
wife, everybody.
Okay, so maybe we should get
Well, then
started
we make it
with
like
a game of
18,
something.
make your bar mitzvah 18, there you go.
Jesus Christ!
Barely legal bar mitzvahs.
Oh my God! I am so sorry.
They are far from kosher.
I am so sorry.
But the kid.
Are you kidding?
Oh, he'd probably be laughing his ass off. What are you saying?
I can hear the infomercial now, like the steel drums in the background, like girls going wild. Barely legal bar mitzvahs.
All right, darling.
You don't believe what these rabbis do.
What?
I think it's on you.
You started.
Okay, so is everybody else ready?
Oh, you'll be first, yeah.
Yes,
but
I'll be first, but is everybody else ready? Yes. Okay.
Almost. So I want to tell you something. There's this Australian comedy show called The Chaser,
Oh no.
and they had this wonderful sketch which was taking the piss out of the fact that Israel had created kosher phones, they're mobile phones that would not work on during Shabbos. Okay, so it was being sold to ultra-Orthodox guys, and that was this system, the phone would not work. So they started to parody this by coming up with, Orthodox rabbi, phone sex lines. So you had, hot, single rabbis ready to talk Hebrew to you. So it was like, we got Orthodox, ultra-Orthodox, and ultra-unorthodox. It's a guy wearing a G-string with a massive strap on, but he's a rabbi, and he's schooling up. It's great.
So yeah.
Oh my god.
Mazel tov.
All right, darling, you ready?
99 cents a minute.
So anyways,
Yes, I am ready. So, the course of world history was changed forever when aliens crash landed on feudal Japan. The technology was light years beyond what they had on Earth, but most importantly, in the ship were these glowing orbs. These orbs were an infinite source of energy. But, unfortunately, human beings at the time lacked the technology to duplicate the metals used. So, they still determined crammed together their own rocket ships out of the crude irons and steels that they could. And eventually, these crude ships took to the stars and found the aliens, and an all-out war erupted. This is the 26-episode series just starting this fall called Infinite Rocket.
Nice.
all right.
Infinite Rocket.
Infinite Rocket.
Infinite Rocket.
That should be a fantasy.
That would be a good thing.
That's it. It's Infinite Rocket.
Good night, mates. We're Infinite Rocket. How are you doing? Oh, bugger off. Okay.
Hello, Cleveland.
What's that?
Hello,
Is there
Cleveland.
Hello, St. Louis!
It's Springfield, Stephen.
Hey!
Hey!
No.
Oh. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Josie, Posy, and Rosie were three sisters working for a French vintner in the mid-1800s. Until one day the aliens landed and they took Rosie with them to do horrible, unspeakable experiments on her. Now, the other two sisters were not going to take this lying down. No. They're French. They don't do that. It's a horrible misconception. Instead, they decided they would talk to the one man who could help them find their sister. They went to the town crazy kooky guy, Dr. Roboto. Go with it.
Don't worry,
So, Dr. Roboto.
Dr. Roboto met with them and decided that he could help them. He built them a rocket powered by steam, hence steampunk. But he knew that he knew that fighting these aliens they would need some help. So the two girls who were left, both Josie and Posy, volunteered to have their left arm severed and replaced with a robotic one. Now they travel the stars looking for their lost sister and combating evil aliens. This is the story of the Steel Fist Girls.
Babe? Honey, could you grab my phone, please?
Now,
Thank you.
You have a dirty mind.
Okay, the next one.
I'm
This is the story of an intergalactic war between an alien race of giants. These are giant creatures, kaiju-ish, and they are battling what appear to be on the outside steampunk, robots. However, these are nothing but giant mecha, and they are powered by steam. It's rather low-tech, but it's inside these steampunk things. It's not a human operator. It's actually a high-tech robot with a sense of ironic humor.
Isn't it ironic?
And so
Don't you think?
and they're battling the kaiju, and the kaiju. You see, when battling kaiju, there's one thing that you have to your advantage, which they cannot replicate. You can confuse them. That's why you create a giant robot that looks like yourself, but is much less advanced than yourself in order to fight it. They spend half the time just going, and then they get punched in the fucking face. Anyway, these robots, the ones inside, are very, very shiny because shiny means high tech.
Oh, of course.
Shiny.
Okay? And the show is called The Shining Metal Machine Masters.
I like it. I like it.
SM3 from Hasbro.
Each sold separately.
Alright.
And the shininess, it's the metal masters who are machines
Oh.
that are shining.
Okay.
See, it's not the steampunk part, this is the riders.
Oh, okay.
I'm universe building.
Shiny and chrome.
Shut up and take my money.
Your turn.
The year is 1867, and Western expansion is just kicking off.
That's the year of Confederation of Canada.
See? A lot of people going west. A lot of people that are running from a lot of things.
They're going north as well to Canada.
Not in this series. That's a sequel.
Oh.
Some of them are running from the Civil War. Some of them are running because of the Civil War. Some of them are running from what they've done or what they'd like to do. His name is Doc Holliday. No, not that one. Thank you very much. And he has some interests. He has some beliefs. He believes that he can send a man into outer space. He can send a man to the moon, to the very stars. But nobody believes him. So he's been going from state to state, putting out adverts in the local paper, hiring on boys to help him on the farm. They end up in his small barrel ships, packed full of TNT, rocketed out into the atmosphere.
Oh my.
They don't come back much.
Ugh.
The
got
year
dark.
is 1890. Strange stars start to appear. The Royal Astrological College of London is confused.
It's a color out of space.
Hey, these stars have never been seen before. What they don't know is it's an alien force the like the Earth has never seen and can never defend itself from. But little do they know that Doc Holliday's lost children still orbit the Earth. There's still something left, buried deep in that old wood and chrome steel technology. They're our last hope. Ghost Project Zero.
Oh.
It's like Grave of the Fireflies, but like in orbit.
Ah.
All right.
I like it.
And now I'm
Finally.
That look. the look I'm talking about.
I like that one.
Metal Machine Masters.
You get REM to the cover, it'll be great.
Oh.
Okay.
Anything you mean?
I'll get Lion to do the cover.
Alright, the year is 1892. She is the commander of a vast fleet of steam-powered ships. But she's also quite lonely and looking for love. And who has caught her eye but this dashing young rebel? But little does he know, she's not all she's fleshed out to be. She is the Full Metal Queen Bride.
Nice.
Alright then.
Alrighty. Well, I'm giving one to Ghost Project Zero,
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
and I'm giving the other to Shiny Metal.
That
Can't
was-
remember the other one.
Yeah. Metal Machine Masters. the
That
color
legitimately sounded like a real pitch for a real show.
Alright.
Shiny metal machine.
Oh crap! Now we have to pitch to the certified weeb in the room.
This could be difficult. Okay, so I take how many pitch cards?
5, and you use up to 2.
Ooh.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Or no, you use 2 rather.
Used to, gotcha.
That's what he said.
No.
You have it?
Ah.
Ugh. Greg, am I this cruel?
What are
Am
you,
I this cruel?
darling? What are you
Do
gonna
it.
do?
Do it. Okay, do it. He made me. It's not my fault.
No fear, do it.
So I want to see shows about boys love harem.
Don't do it.
Oh, if only you had all the ones.
Oh, like the last time I had to use that one, where I came up with the The ultimate creamy man complex.
Okay, we're getting dark with this one.
That was a stirring romance between two naked gay magicians who were also rivals. It was like prestige.
I was gonna say, just like
I'm just putting this out there. I have the creepy man card, so...
There was a statue of Tesla at Niagara Falls this afternoon. I took a picture of it, and I looked at it, and I'm like, I'm disappointed. He looks nothing like David Bowie.
Tesla's ghost was right behind you.
Not the only one.
Oh, now I'm sad.
Because apparently he was the first to harness the power of Niagara Falls for hydroelectric purposes. So
Tesla was pretty badass.
yes.
Yeah, right.
And then there's that other guy that like exploded an elephant or something. Whatever.
Edison?
Yeah, him. I was not saying his name on purpose.
Oh, that reminds me of a Cards Against Humanity game I played with Kyle, and he was the card czar, and his black card was, in addition to the light bulb, Thomas Edison also invented blank. And we were playing with the Channel Awesome deck, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fucking win this, because this is Kyle we're talking about. My winning card, the elephant in the room. And Kyle just said, yes, this is brilliant.
Okay, so there we go.
I did not regret playing that card.
That's amazing.
Okay, so everybody just about ready?
Yeah, I guess I can go.
Okay, then... Wow!
Okay, so an ancient demon possesses the body of a young boy. While in the possession of the boy, he decides that he is going to take over the world one person at a time and starts collecting his harem of both boys and girls, but mostly other young boys, sadly. To combat this, an angel takes possession of a young girl in order to fight him. The girl then gets control of vast powers, magical abilities, and strong fighting skills. She's one tough bad mother. So this is the story of Samurai Captain Nanaka-chan,
Okay.
Okay.
also known as Card Dump.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, in the Harajuku area of Tokyo, there is an academy, a very special academy which deals with dreams, which deals with nightmares, it deals with those areas. But what's more important about it is that there is a, well, let's be honest here, there's a huge amount of gay guys who are fucking all the time. And, you know, there's one or two of them who are more popular than the others who you could say have a harem. You know, there's boys love in this harem, and really I'm pitching a porno. It's called the Harajuku Dream Academy. The boys are a dream.
I know what guys want.
They want really over the top costumes.
It's like a weird version of Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, but there's no murder.
Yet.
We can have a murder in season 2.
Who wants to talk about murders?
It's like, yeah, it's like taking out a Harajuku, put it in Savannah, and it's just like, yeah. Sorry, I love that book.
So, out in one of the rural provinces, there's also an academy. Shut up, I had the idea first.
I have the card though.
It's for young boys that have that certain knack, that cool tone to their voice. The gaze just drives everyone crazy. They get what they want. The luck's always in their favor. Are they magicians? Are they mages? They're touched. They're special. No one knows exactly what happens to the kids that go away there, but they surface years later,
They
multi-millionaires.
become Rantasmo.
No, because like you never see beards in anime.
Yeah,
Shit, you're right.
actually that's true.
Especially not in boys' love.
Actually,
Different meaning of the word beard.
Well, yeah, because
Actually, that's
all
the-
boys love trying to make the men look as feminine as possible.
actually that's very, very true because Japanese guys, they like to be clean shaven. There was footage after the Red Sox won the World Series in 2013. There was this team meme. I didn't mean to make that rhyme. That they all grew like fucking enormous beards all throughout the season.
Not just a baseball thing.
Except the closer, crap, what's his name? Koji Uhara, and he was asked, "What do you think of your teammates' beards?" And he says, "I think it's just nasty to have facial hair like that. It's just a cultural thing." So like everybody, like everybody was, like everybody had like these Duck Dynasty beards except for the 2 Japanese guys.
Ew.
Well, you know, the Japanese guys didn't want to impersonate Duck Dynasty.
You mean they have class?
Well,
Anyway.
well, the type. I didn't mean like they were actually being it. It's just
I
the
know.
type.
But anyway, young Tamahome, his skills are blossoming, is sent into the rural provinces to attend this very special academy. But little does he know, he's going to learn a lot more about life and a lot more about love than he intended. It's Lucky School Complex.
Alright.
With legal My academy's
Guy- This guy goes to bed. And the next day he wakes up. Not only does he find himself attracted to beautiful looking young men, but he finds that these beautiful looking young men just cannot keep away from him. So he is going to take advantage of this in search of the next great kiss.
Sounds like that could be a legitimate title for a yaoi.
There's something in order here.
Alright, I guess it's my turn.
Yes.
My story enters the world of competitive singing as they enter the Japanese equivalent of America.
Is this Pitch Perfect, but with dicks and mouths?
Yes, it's called gravitation.
So Pitch Perfect.
Well, I can't actually comment because I have not seen Pitch Perfect.
It's
But
essentially Glee the movie.
I also haven't watched Glee.
Please
He's
continue.
dying.
Please continue.
Oh,
Anyway.
Katie's broken.
Oh, you broke it.
It's the Japanese equivalent of American Idol, and each one of these 6 boys is trying to be the next winner so that they can win the recording contract. Young Kaiichi wants to stand out among the crowd, so he does something completely crazy in front of all the fangirls and strips naked. This works a little too well. Now all the boys that he was competing against want him too. Because this is going to be the story of ultimate nude idol Kaiichi.
Oh,
Say
man.
something, Joe. You call that a penis?
Pitch Perfect, but with
She's having a Yukiko film there. Okay.
Oh no, Katie has turned into Yukiko.
I'm sorry.
You can have the harem card. You can have the boys'
Wow.
love card.
I haven't laughed this hard since that time where we all got a contact high from Georgia and Joe, and then she showed us Take the Poop to the Woo.
See, this is the best game ever.
Laughed this hard.
Alright, so
I
I'm
think I just stuck
the
my toe up my nose by mistake.
I'm the producer guy.
Yes, you are
Alright.
producer now.
One,
Way to be, Katie.
Five cards.
Way to be.
3, 4, and number 5. Well, Emma, I want to make you all pitch to me.
Oh, I've got a combo that I'm going to use eventually.
I'm saying a creamy mag, okay?
Creamy man.
Creamy
You know I have to pitch that at some point.
Creamy man. Well, wait until it's the mistress's turn again. You'll figure it out somehow.
Don't be economic.
I don't
creamy
think my
man.
camera's going to be able to go another round.
It's like
Mine can last another half hour.
Schwarzenegger.
I have like 13 minutes left.
Oh, so we'll have to wrap this up soon.
It's like Schwarzenegger. And to those who are so pessimistic about our economy, I say, don't be economic, creamy man.
Well, maybe we can make this the final round because then we would have gone a full round across us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to do. Make it back to.
Yep.
Yeah, this will be the last round because.
Okay.
that will be
Alright,
full
yep.
round.
I'm
And
gonna
then
have
we
you
go
all
swimming.
pitch to me about. Since I'm Magic Steve, I got to do magicians and card games.
On motorcycles. I'm kidding.
Magicians.
Where's the
Okay.
discard pile for the pitch?
The pitch, you put them at the bottom.
Gotcha.
Zip.
This is awesome.
Since we're not going another round, and this is definitely not going to be mine. It's a shame nothing about drinking came up because I would have pitched a Midori 120%.
Nice.
You just got 20% cooler.
Damn right it did.
Magicians and card games.
We had a card called Sharkway.
Nice.
Oh, if only you'd wanted like 1950s music.
Oh my god.
What do you have?
You saw me standing alone. And Babe Ruth in this song for me. With those little hedgehog, or what are they? Groundhogs, whatever. Mice.
Yeah.
I can't remember, it's been a while.
Wah, 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 wah.
The original Minions. Those fucking mice from Babe.
No. Oh my god. I work at Target, and I swear, if I never see another Minion product again, it will be too soon.
Did I mention I'm making a bunch of Minion balloon animals tomorrow? So
Yeah, we've got like an entire display of part of Area 51, which is our pop culture stuff at work. And we're like, kids like,
Hey.
Mommy, Minions.
I bought a minion.
Well, I'm at the little yellow thing.
Yes,
Well-
sisters.
has anyone photoshopped out a Minion with one of your Minions' masks on it?
No, but there is a photo of Halloween last year where I'm standing with like as Hagan with a giant minion.
What are we going to do with the jelly babies?
Oh, I had this idea where we could do
Because there's Haribo Minions, and so...
yeah, so we could do like a Hagan version of it by getting some black jelly babies and
Nice.
removing the heads and putting them on their bodies and being all like, here's the Hagan version.
I like it.
I'm ready.
Okay, Zara, you're going first. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Wow, me.
Okay. Being a magician, you know that you guys you don't just do magic. You do things all over the place. Sometimes you battle demons and ghosts and shit, and you use cards to do it. This is actually this game. This is a training exercise.
Am I a mage now?
No, he
Oh.
is.
Fuck.
Keep up. You know, he's gonna be battling with. I forget the name of the one from The Exorcist.
Evil Dwaggon soon.
Canadian demons.
Pazuzu? Is that
Pazuzu.
Yes,
Yeah.
Pazuzu. Pazuzu and Canadian Thulu are gonna have to battle with Magic Steve. Now, Magic Steve, ironically, is also the name of the main
He's trying to
character in
troll
my
you,
show
fucking your
idea.
friend, huh?
Okay, he just goes around and he uses cards because, as we said, they're magical to battle things in between doing like magic and stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
and it is called. Oh yeah, you're also an alien.
It's called Coin Dump.
Cosmic Magica, the Magic Exorcist.
Have you ever had water in your ears for like days and it won't come out?
You're cute too.
Yeah, and like days later, you just feel a little trickle come out of your ear, and you're just like, oh god damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still hasn't come out yet, and I'm starting to annoy.
Water, come out! The Magic Exorcist, thank you.
Alright, Omega.
Wrong ear.
Alright, let's do this.
Cosmic Magica, the Magic Exorcist.
Not every magician is as showy as the ones who prance around on stage in tuxedos. There are finer ways of practicing magic and using the cards to divine fate. Because you see, the tarot was never really intended for just one person. It can be competitive with petticoats and finger sandwiches and your pinky extended as you sip your tea, drawing the Fool, or is that death? When high-stakes magicians sit down to play their games, the entire world rolls, nibbling daintily at their tea cakes, while nations go to war. Another card turns, another spell is wrought. It is the story of sweet goddess cake eater. Are you delicate enough to make war?
The tagline sold it. All right, Dodger.
All right.
What you got for me?
Okay. Vegas. Not a very easy city to stand out in. He used to run one of the most popular magic shows in the whole city. But his casino just went bankrupt and now he's out on the street. So he's got to figure out a way to get some money going in. And those card tricks can only get you so far at the blackjack table. So he makes a bargain with somebody you probably don't want to bargain with. So his life is now a tale of card plus soul.
Ooh, that's a good title.
Alright, I guess it's my turn now?
It's your turn. Let's hear it.
Alright.
Alright, what's your fucking pitch?
Okay.
Come on, I ain't got all day, you wanker.
Okay, get this. It's the olden days, way back in ancient Japan, with emperors and all that. And but one thing
Still have
that's...
emperors today.
They do?
Yes.
I just realized...
Figureheads, but yeah.
They do.
They do have a prime minister, but the emperor's a figurehead. Kind of like the UK.
I didn't know.
Yes.
I totally didn't know that.
No, olden times.
Yeah, olden times emperors. Let's go with that.
It only ended in 1945. The reason why everybody cried when Japan surrendered wasn't because Japan had surrendered. It's because they'd never heard the emperor's voice before. They thought he didn't have a voice because they thought he was God.
Wow.
Okay, so olden time emperors, but there's one thing that everyone's obsessed with. These two mysterious card players. They are the best at like Yu-Gi-Oh style of the ancient times. Everyone comes out to watch these two play against each other, always watching to see how each one will top each other. What everyone doesn't know is they are the same person, and he's playing both sides of it. And not only that, he's the Emperor's son. Because that is going to be the story of... Okay, we're in the wrong
He's his
order.
own father.
Prince Twinkle, double agent.
Prince Twinkle.
I like it. I
It
like it.
sounds like a pony.
Prince Twinkle.
Double agent.
All right, what you got?
Okay. In an alternate dimension where the sun never sets, a tournament.
British Empire? I'm sorry, that was a bad joke.
A tournament to determine the next emperor of the land is beginning. But the previous king was an eccentric one and left a decree that only the greatest magician in the land could be the next emperor, and gender wasn't necessarily a boundary. This led young Yuki to give her best chance of winning the tournament. And of course the tournament is Hanafuda cards. This is the story of Lyrical Sunshine and her 26 episode ascension to the crown.
Nice. It's an OVA then. Okay. All these were really good. We ended strong on this one. Obviously, Zarya gets a card. She gets both cards. I really like that.
I just sit here and
Hail
riff.
Hagan!
I just sit here and riff
Hail
on the
Hagen.
thing.
Hail Hagen.
Alright.
There's one last step to finish a game with.
Okay.
Take your remaining cards of you have and try to come up with the funnest just title that you can out of what you've got. Use any amount you like.
I'm gonna go to my room, change into my swimsuit.
Go for it.
Ouch.
Because it'll be pool time after this.
Angel Fight Battler.
I got Dr. Blue Moon UFO Alien.
Sailor Creamy Man!
Oh no.
That is the. That sounds like a freaking porn parody.
Of
Who
course!
says it's not?
Porn existing anime, don't you know?
Yeah, I know. Believe me.
I found the best.
Remember who my best friend was. I know this.
I found the best part of the liquor store. I found the excellent Midori area.
Nice.
Alright,
I
just...
got Maniac Robo Fighter, the Eternal Boyfriend.
I'll be right back.
Alright, and just so I can use them all up, I have Ultra Future Sister Gun Seed V.
I'll be be right back.
It's the V that sells it.
Yes, indeed.
See, is this
Okay,
not
and
just
that's
like
it.
the best
That is
game
one
ever?
round of A channel. This has been Fairies. I got absolutely no points. By the way, who's the winner?
Oh,
I-
we didn't.
I think it was the mistress.
I got 2, so.
Three.
I got either 4 or 5.
Okay, you won.
Yeah,
I think she wins.
the mistress
Because
wins.
each card is a half point. So.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
of course,
So it
the
looks like
people
I-
that have played the game before won.
Whoa,
Sure, why not?
because obviously she cheated.
Yes.
In a game where we all vote on what we like best.
By,
Yes, of
by
course.
shamelessly playing to, Steve in the final round. Pass the
No, but
cards,
see, it's a
Nike.
great game.
Sure. Alright,
It's a-
so.
I definitely want to acquire it for myself.
Alright, so. Good night, everybody.
No.